eviction was tough to deal with. I was surprised that Topaz put me on the block, but again, I was a pawn star, and this time, it cost me my game. Things in the jury house are great for AJ. I can take a nap whenever I want, and there's no alarm to wake me up. But I'm not gonna lie, AJ is a bit lonely in the jury house. I miss Andrew, I definitely miss Tala. I'm waiting for some company.
AJ, I'm here!
Gary!
Oh, AJ!
How did this happen?
Alec is a mother. Here's the I 100% blame Alec for my eviction. He didn't want any blood on his hands, so he kept Andrew in the house to do his dirty work that Alec clearly didn't have the balls enough to do himself. He used Andrew to get rid of me. It was a 5-0 vote.
5-0?
5-0.
Wow. AJ is really happy to see Gary because now I know that he doesn't have a chance to win this game, and one of AJ's closer friends in the house has a better chance to win.
Basically, Andrew won HOH, then he won the veto. He didn't take me off. I asked him to use it on me, to backdoor Emmett because
There's no way he's going to put Emmett up. He was totally lying to you. He wants to play this game with Emmett and Jillian. East Coast.
Yeah.
East Coast connection, those three.
obviously I'm hoping Alec or Andrew come in the jury house with me because they're the reason why I'm here.
I will hand you the vegetables.
You know how to cut that?
No. What is this?
You can hold it.
It's a pepper.
Hold these.
Sure.
It's really fun, surprisingly. I mean, now the stress of the game is gone, and we're just chilling and having fun at the cottage. What do you think's coming? I'm excited.
Me too. Can't wait to have a new friend in the house.
I think it's probably going to be Tala.
Yeah, I think my money's on Tala for sure. I definitely don't want to see Andrew here because I want him to win the game.
Of course you do.
So my money's on him.
He's the reason why I'm here, AJ.
In some ways, he's the reason I'm here too. I mean,
Alec!
oh, look at
Oh my God! Shut up! Alec walked through the door, and I was so surprised and a little bit happy to see him here.
I never should have wanted to get here first. What was I doing?
I feel like Jury House is a huge disgrace, and I am embarrassed to be here.
Did you keep Andrew to do his dirty work to get me out?
Possibly. Now I have to sit and think for 3 weeks on how I failed and the regrets that I have in the game.
It was an endurance HOH.
Of course.
Jillian turns to Topaz, promises her that Topaz is safe, promises Topaz that I'm safe as well. Promises Topaz that she'll put up Andrew and Tala. Not only does she not put up Andrew and Tala, breaks promise 1.
Oh God.
Puts me and Peter on the block together, breaks promise 2.
Peter felt the block?
Peter vetoes himself off, and then Topaz goes up as a replacement. So Jillian broke 3 promises,
Topaz
and then I was
surprised.
evicted against Topaz.
Why?
I definitely have a very different view of Jillian now. When you lie in front of everyone and then you put those people that you said were safe on the block, you're really cutting your bridges big time in this game.
They're emotional players and very scared, and nobody wants to do anything.
I'm scared.
They will do whatever Emmett and Jillian want them to do.
I'm not surprised. I always knew I had a bad feeling about Jillian since day 1.
Jillian should not win.
gone.
You can't make 3 promises in 1 week and break them all. And the only other promise she made was to Anil, and broke that one too.
At this point in the Jury House, it is my goal to drag everyone under the mud except for Peter.
But I wouldn't let him put Emmett
I
up.
was never going to put Emmett out.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would.
I wouldn't
I
let
had
him
a
put
trust with Emmett from... Oh my God! Topaz Glitter walked through the door and I was completely shocked. I had no clue that there was even a double eviction, and it's dumbfounded me. I just couldn't believe that she was walking down the steps.
Your friend, Peter, turned his back on me.
I'm in this jury house for one reason, and that is out.
No, Emmett put me up. Peter won the veto. I hugged him when he won the veto. I'm like, please save me, please save me. And he goes, I'll save you. We'll put Andrew up. Evict Andrew. Then he stood there. He looks at Tala and he goes, sorry, Tala, but I'm not going to use the veto.
I act surprised because I have to live with these people for 3 weeks and I'll have time to work on them. In actuality, I'm not surprised at all. It behooves Peter's game not to use the power veto at this time, and so he didn't.
He doesn't want to ruffle feathers.
Ruffle what feathers?
Why can't you be strong with her?
No, that's what he should have done. If it was Dean there, that's what I told him.
Yeah, he's
If it was
at
me, I
the
would've
end of the game. You have to ruffle feathers.
Who was left? Wait, who was left? Who would have been replaced? Emmett won, so Jillian's not.
It would have been Andrew. That's what I'm saying. He saved Andrew
He saved
again.
Andrew.
He chose Andrew over me
you.
again.
I I am 150% shocked that Peter did not use the veto on me. He knew that if he did not use that veto on me, I was going to leave the house.
And I can honestly see Peter coming out next because guess what? Andrew, Tala, Emmett, and Jillian, they have a Final Four deal.
He tried to take, I guess, like the easier road, but there's only 5 people in the house. Guess what, guys? Like, you're gonna have to get blood on your hands eventually. Like, when are you planning to do it?
Well, look, Alec is blaming himself for all of us being here.
It is Alec's fault.
Alec's fault.
Yeah, 4 people are responsible
You have
for it.
three
Alec got AJ out.
Because I knew I was a pod.
I'm out, and if Peter walks through that door next week,
Sorry, AJ.
you're out.
AJ, this is Alec's house. This ain't your
They
house.
believe that I have screwed them out of their chances of winning Big Brother Canada. So my position at this point is to kind of play under the radar until their feelings have completely washed away.
We talked about this, Topaz. I told you I regret this, and this is the dumbest move, and it took me out of the house, took Gary out of the house, took you out of the house, and it sure as shit took you out of the house.
They have to look inside themselves and figure out whether they truly blame me or if they truly blame themselves for trusting me.
Topaz, I'm not campaigning for Peter. I'm telling you exactly what happened.
He's still got. It's still 3 weeks to go until 2 people are sitting there before we
I
have to make that decision.
just want Peter to be rolling in here next. Seriously.